Okay, I never thought I would witness something like this in real life, but I did, and now you get to hear it too. So, this is about my best friend. Let's call her Ruby. She's smart, funny, and honestly way too good for half the guys out there. Anyway, a few months ago, she started talking to this guy. Let's call him Henry. He was the classic situationship type. Hot, mysterious, gym selfie guy, always testing, but never calling first. You know the kind, right? Still, they had a vibe. They talked for weeks. He was giving just enough attention to keep her interested, but not enough to feel secure. To me, it was giving red flags, but of course, I'm not the one to judge. But we were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Then, out of nowhere, he ghosted her. I'm not gonna lie, I know from the start that it's going to end like this. But of course, we know this saying that you can never give someone in love advice. So I let it slide. They were sending voice notes. The next, nothing. No reply, no explanation, just gone. I remember Ruby sitting on her bed, rereading messages, trying to figure out what went wrong. And actually, it was very hard to watch. She didn't cry, but she looked like she would have. That's was. But here is the thing about Ruby. She's not the type to share. She said, fine, if he wants to disappear, I will move on. And deep down, I don't know what she meant by that. I mean, come on, I was expecting her to say something else or even react. You know what I mean? Fast forward a week later, she gets invited to this gallery lunch thing. Fashion meets art, very grown and classy. She asked if I wanna come, but I couldn't make it. I told her to go, told her to wear heels, be hot, and be unbothered. And OMG, she did more than that. She comes back later that night, walks into my room, and was smiling. I was like, okay, what did you do? She sits down and pulls out her phone and shows me a picture. A man, older, salt and pepper hair, clean suits, expensive wristwatch. He was very handsome for that age. He was kind of giving he can rule your life in the best way. That kind of vibe. And she said, this is Mark. We met at the event. He bought my drink and we ended up talking for 2 hours. That was fancy though. So I asked her what's the cash. And she laughs and says, I think I like him. Then the tweet hits. A few days later, she's out with Mark again. Second date this time in a very fancy restaurant. He tells her he wants her to meet someone close to him, his son. And guess who walks in? Yup, Henry, her ghoster. She said the second Henry saw her, he nearly dropped his drink. He literally froze. And she was calm, smiling, and sipping her wine like she didn't set the room on fire by just existing. Henry pulled her aside and was like, are you doing this to get back at me? She looked him dead in the face and said, no, I just upgraded and I will make sure I'll give your father the kind of son he will be proud of. And then she walked back to the table and sat beside his dad. And I was screaming when she told me, of course I am here for it, because my best friend, the Queen, turned heartbreak into a high-level chase. Henry ended up leaving early. Meanwhile, Ruby kept seeing Mark for a while. She never told him about Henry. Was it messy? A little. Do I regret watching it unfold like a Netflix drama in real life? Not at all. And this is me telling you, don't ghost girls who could pull your dad.